I think you can be overly neglectful when you have kids because kids need structure. Kids need boundaries.
They need boundaries and they need authority as well.
They
still
do.
saying no. So one thing you and I are, I've noticed as well, with our children, we'll be like, no, you're not having that. And also then explaining, fair enough, you're going to be pissy with us. And
we are huge explainers.
We'll explain why. Like, why do I expect you to do this? Why do I expect you to come to the table? Why have I said no? Because you know what? This will happen if I don't, and you're going to actually not enjoy it once it gets to a certain... we're always
the bigger
about
picture
the
gets
why.
unfolded. It's not just straight...
Say no.
No, you do as you say. Don't ask me any questions about it at the end. It's not the end. I'll tell you why, and you can let me know how you feel after that.
And if it's not no, it's also why... like, for example, when we give our kids advice...
Yes.
And we're also trying to teach them... Not only do I feel like we give our children advice, but then we say the advice and the reason why it would work this way. Not just, I really expect you to go to this party and not drink.
Yeah.
We also then go into depth and, well, the reason why is because...
damaging your prefrontal cortex with alcohol when you're in the middle of developing it's probably not a great idea. And the consequences of that when you're older will look like this, this, and this, and could lower your IQ. And like we go into a whole discussion as to why it's a no as opposed to just no. Because kids, when you give them that information, I mean, I think one thing you've been always really good with, and I have to give this to you, is that you don't undermine your children's ability to understand what you're saying. You've never thought I've never seen you think,
they're not going to understand me.
They're not going to understand you. You talk to them as if like they're not idiots.
Yeah. Well,
you trust that they comprehend what you're saying.
Because I expect them to know. I'm like, you're my children. I'm always so forward and honest and blunt with you.
Yeah.
How could you not understand what I'm trying to say to you? But if I say it in a certain way with an explanation, you'll learn it that way anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they'll go back and think about it later. And if you repeat something enough, the penny
stick.
Drops. Yep, 100%. So there's that, I suppose.
So different parentings out there. What are you?
Yeah.
There is no judgment. Also, there is no right and wrong because, again, especially me, I started off as a certain type of parent. And with my sons now and also my daughter, just raising them and learning different things with personalities too, you can actually only just get better as long as you're opened to learning and also being like, maybe I actually made a mistake then as a parent.
Yeah.
You can actually just get better with it.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed.
100%. And when we do communicate as much as we do with our kids, we can explain to them the process of the journey so they know that anything we've done isn't a personal attack or isn't just against them. Like we can tell them that.
And we want to better you.